Flux is complete.
What a roller coaster this series was, but was it any good?
Well...
It's fair to say there's been fairly mixed reviews of Series 13, and in fairness, the story tried a lot of different things.
But have they paid off? Episode 1, The Halloween Apocalypse. This episode certainly created hype and generated a lot of tough questions.
There's a lot to enjoy in this episode, but it's far from perfect, and there's still some things that weren't really resolved.
For example, did Azure really have fun putting Dai inside a passenger?
Very disappointing.
We first thought she'd been turned into a Muri with Yaz and Vinder, but nope.
It's a strong opener, but the series needed to be flawless for this to be highly ranked, we think.
Let's be honest, it certainly wasn't flawless.
But that cliffhanger was pretty hype. 3 stars. Episode 2, War of the Sontarans. Yeah, this one's actually really good.
Chibnall probably created one of the best Sontaran stories out there.
He's genuinely so good at writing for Sontarans, apart from comedy. I'm not a fan.
This story felt more epic seeing all the characters split up in different locations.
And there wasn't really a dull moment, with Mary Seiko being a particular highlight.
And the Doctor was on fire in this story, and as always, so was Dan. Oh, it had to be 5 stars. Just a really solid story. Episode 3, Once Upon Time. This episode was...
The first 2 episodes were both pretty good, but this one was a little dry in comparison.
It was very confusing, and it felt like a filler.
We're down to 6 episodes this series. We don't have time for fillers.
As the series goes on, it does provide some context, but yeah, not a fan.
1 star. Liked what it was trying to do, but it just didn't hit the mark. Episode 4, Village of the Angels. And we're back.
This was a massive improvement, and it was awesome to see Weeping Angels back in Doctor Who.
The setting and story really matched well with these terrifying stone assassins, and the characters were all really strong.
Although Peggy could have maybe reacted a bit more to her grandparents being murdered in front of her.
He was never nice to me.
This was nearly my favourite episode, especially after that cliffhanger.
But the cliffhanger resolution was not what we were hoping for, which kind of tainted it for us. So, 4 stars. It was very close to 5 though. It was still a really good episode, but we wish it was a standalone story. Episode 5, Survivors of the Flux. What a letdown. The Doctor was revived immediately. Seriously, what was the point?
The Grand Serpent was introduced and Jericho pretty much became a companion. But although there are some brilliant scenes from this story, overall it just feels hollow.
We liked the unit scenes, and Tectune was a pleasant surprise.
Oh yeah, speaking of Tectune, why did you kill her? For real? What good did that do? I'm still not over it.
The big redeeming factor of the story is Kate's performance at the end. But sorry episode 5, that will not save you.
2 stars. It was just build up to the finale, let's face it. Episode 6, The Vanquishers. I was worried about this one after the Sontarans burst on screen in the last episode. Can he really do another good Sontaran story in the same series?
Yeah, turns out he can. Although this is a good Sontaran episode, it's not the strongest of finales.
It's satisfying, it ties things up, but it is messy. And at times, it just feels like it's helplessly trying to answer all the questions.
The episode ends well, although Swarm and Azure did not get the ending they deserved.
The main problem is things weren't reversed, so what's left of the universe?
3 stars. Apart from being a finale, it really hasn't got that much going for it.
On to characters. The Doctor has grown so much in this series. Her performance in The Vanquishers was her strongest yet, so it seems the only way is up.
Yaz has just got better and better, particularly in the first half of the series. Yaz really stood out.
Dan was excellent from the get-go, and then got better, and then didn't get used? Don't waste Dan! Hopefully he'll have lots to do for the future episodes.
Carvanista, what a character, and what an actor behind him too.
Vinder started off strong, and then the focus shifted to Bell, and he was kind of forgotten.
Belle got better and better throughout the series, which is interesting because in episode 3 we weren't sure what to make of her. Now we love her.
I adored Claire. I'm praying she'll be back in a future unit episode or something, as all her scenes were so good.
And Jericho was a real highlight. He will be missed.
Di was an awesome character that I hope we see again. Please forgive Dan, just give him a chance.
Williamson was great. Good actor, but character was just a bit meh.
Kate killed it in the scene she got. She better come back because she needs more time with this Doctor, to be honest.
The Grand Serpent was a great villain, but the Sontarans did slightly undermine him. Nonetheless, good performance.
Tecteun was acted superbly and likely would have been a very strong villain for the finale or a future episode, but nope.
And finally, Swarm and Azure were epic all the way through. Iconic throughout, but they should have been a much bigger deal in the finale.
Overall, it's a really entertaining series, but unfortunately due to the lack of episodes, which was understandable in the circumstances, it all started to feel very rushed towards the end and a little bit messy.
Every story was connected to the series arc, so this meant some episodes relied on other episodes to come out strong. Sometimes it just didn't work.
But all that being said, we did really enjoy it, and War of the Sontarans and Village of the Angels in particular will always be epic episodes.
But what did you think of Flux? Did you enjoy it? Please let us know in the comments below.
Thank you for watching everyone. For more videos like this one, feel free to click that red button down below to join the adventure. I've been Christopher.
And I've been Lewis.
And you've been
brilliant!
So are you sitting comfortably? Our tribute to the show is, if we had to choose another, we just wanna know.